All right, guys, this is Ash's dad's Civic right here. So old 2007 Civic. He might be upgrading his Civic to, well, not a newer one, but a different one, because this one, the transmission went out on it, unfortunately. It has 170 something thousand miles. The one we're gonna look at has 160, but the engine and the transmission is good, and the paint is not looking like this. So tomorrow we're gonna go down to the city, to Queens, and go look at it and see how it is. But this was his old trusty beater. There's a system in here, so we're gonna have to take the system out and everything, but we're gonna see how it is. Now on the way to Ashton's dad's house. We're gonna go and pick him up, and then we're gonna go down to the city and check out this car. The only downside to this Civic is the Civic that he has right now, that's the one I showed you last night. It's a LX. The one we're gonna look at right now is a DX. So the DX, it has a little less stuff in it. It's not that much less stuff. I think it doesn't have cruise control and a couple other things, but it has power windows and all that. Actually, that never really used cruise control anyway, so it's not even a big issue. Besides that, the body of the DX that we're gonna look at in Queens, body's cleaner than the one he has now. At the bottom, the rear quarter panel, like the rocker panel, it's all rusted out. You know, if you know anything about New York cars, or you know, cars where it snows a lot, the salt tends to hit that area and rot out the frame, and the frame on his car is rotted now. And that's one of the big main factors, the reason why he didn't want to keep the car, even though he could have got a new transmission for it. But the body, the chassis itself, it's not worth saving, because you could save it, but it's not like, you know, it's might as well get a whole nother Civic that has a cleaner body, better paint and everything, and work on that. The DX he's looking at has lower miles, about a 10,000 miles, almost 20,000, something like that. See if you can see right here, the rust is bad. See the rust there, and the rust here. It is that bad, yeah. All right, guys, we're on our way now. So, yeah. So we end up not going. Well, we end up going to Queens, right? I forgot to record a lot of it. We ended up going to Queens, and the car was in a very, very, well, not bad, very bad state, but it was worse shape than we actually thought. The picture that the guy took, it looked like it must have been like a year ago from when he put it up online, because the brakes and the calipers and everything, when we got down there, it was rusty. But on the picture, it wasn't rusty. So, I mean, it was like, not like little surface rust, it was like real bad rust. The tire was flat and everything, and the guy had the nerve to tell us, oh, I move it once in a while, like I move it every week. If you move it every week, the tire wouldn't be flat and the brakes wouldn't be that rusty. The paint was kind of flaky, apparently. I didn't see that when I looked at it. It didn't look flaky to me, but Ashton's dad said it was kind of flaking and everything. And then I think he put like an aftermarket exhaust that was like very, very, very loud on there. So, I mean, Ashton's dad didn't really like it. Overall, it just wasn't worth it, basically. The car was not in good shape. Those things leaking under the hood, the guy tried to say, oh, I didn't know about it. It was a whole bunch of oil on top of the transmission and everything. But anyway, fast forward to today. It is the 8th of February, 2026. We found the car online, and we said, hey, we were interested. We texted him, he's like, sure, come down on Sunday. We checked it out, and the car was nice. Black, had the rain guards on it. I said that always wanted rain guards on the window. He was gonna buy it for the Civic he has now, the old one, but as we, you know, it's in like bad shape. So we're gonna just part it out and then get rid of it. The new Civic he has now, it is 10 times better. I don't know, that you can see that's the old Civic over there. Right. This is the new one right here. It's a little dirty. That's the salt right here and what everything. Way better. Way better. Let me see if I can unlock it. Interior is cleaner than the other one. I gotta show you the other one real quick. Oh, I'm gonna show you the difference between this one and the other one. This is the interior. A little rips in the gear shifters. Has the original radio in it. I'll look back here. Everything's pretty clean. We have a spoiler for this. We're gonna probably put a spoiler on here. Make it look cool. This is, it's very clean up here, back here, surprisingly. Very clean. That's the front. Let me see if I can show you the other side. And then this side is good. Parked it really close, I can't go up there. But you see the rain guards and everything on there. This is the other Civic. The rust is bad here. This one has been in an accident before. That's why the front bumper is gone. The damage under here, you can't see it, but the frame has actually been pushed in behind there. See, this other thing too. The key doesn't work, the unlock part. So we would have to open it manually. Oh, we replaced this glass because he got in an accident and the gas broke, but the air goes through there and leaks. He put that in here. It's an aftermarket radio. I was really vouching for him to get another Civic because he was gonna get another transmission because he's seen in Pennsylvania there was a transmission for $400, right? All right, cool. Cheap transmission because usually the transmissions go about for $900 to over $1,000 after shipping. So he's gonna go pick it up, bring it back, and then it has to go in the car. Obviously, he has to pay a mechanic to put it in. No, we don't even know the condition is actually good. The person said it was good, but you never know. He has to pay the person about $1,000 or more to put it in the car because that's labor. And then he still has a car that is clapped out, needs paint because he was gonna paint this car surprisingly too. But it would be a lot of money, more money to spend into this car than might as well get another Civic that has less stuff to be done with. It would have been a lot more money to spend in this Civic than that one because it needed paint. At least the paint is decent on there. You would have to put paint on here. You've seen the frame is rotted out back there. When we disassemble the front, because we're going to need to take those headlights off this car when we're going to transfer to that car, you're going to see the frame rails. I believe it's on the passenger side. The frame wheel is completely crushed in, crumpled in. I don't know how this thing is driving straight. The crash bar is gone. There's no crash bar. So everything in the front is kind of just hanging there. That's why you think everything's misaligned. The hood is misaligned. The fenders are misaligned. Everything in the front is just kind of hanging there in the air. So that's the big thing that would need to be fixed too. Like, if he kind of wanted to make sure everything is good and painted and everything, he was going to spend the money to get it fixed. But I'm like, it's not worth it. It's better getting a car that has no rust or at least very minimal rust where it's point where you can repair it. Because you can repair this rust too, but it's very bad. It's going to be a lot. It's going to need a lot of body work, a lot of filling, molding, probably putting new sheet metal back there. The car is lower, and I already can by sitting in it, I can tell it's lower. The rear suspension is shot. The rear suspension on that one is good. He got shocks for this car already, so he has the shocks, the parts for it. He probably can replace it on the new one. Show here shot. That's labor. I'm sorry if I'm sounding all over the place. It's just there's a lot with this car that needs attention for him to dump money. That's why I was like, if you're gonna keep this car, just leave it. Don't touch no more money. And oh yeah, the transmission is going out on here. That's the big thing. I don't know if you can hear. I'm gonna see if I can let you guys hear it. Oh, that's in gear. Woo. Yeah, you can hear it here. You can hear the transmission rattle. You can really hear the transmission rattle on this thing. He took it to the mechanic. We thought it was the flywheel. It wasn't the flywheel. It was something more deeper in the transmission. And that's why he would need a whole new either transmission rebuild or a new transmission, and both of those options are expensive. That was the big killer for this car. I'm glad he got the new car. Now he's gonna be able to upgrade it, do the things that he actually want. And I also feel bad for Ash's dad, because I could tell that he would want to come out here, give some love to his car. You know, it's kind of hard to love a car that is like kind of falling apart. You know what I mean? Like, that has no paint you can wax and polish. You know, people like, I don't know, when you want to love your car, you can want to come out here and like give it a nice wax, give it a nice wipe down. You can't really do that to a car that barely has half its paint. Half its paint is missing. Okay, never mind. He modified the seats a little bit. He put the seat covers on, added those little right here. He has a system in here, and probably you can tell from here. He has a system in here. That's the biggest job that we're gonna have to do. We're gonna transfer everything. I don't know if you can see, there's wires back there that we're gonna probably have to transfer from the front all the way running to the back to the subwoofer. So we got a huge project ahead of us. You know what I mean? But I'm glad he got a new car. I'm gonna show you guys the exterior one more time. Here's the paint. Let me actually pop the hood. Maybe you guys can see. Look, it's even rusting on top. I don't know if you can tell down there. Nah, you can't tell from here. But the frame rails are crushed in down there. And as you can see, everything is kind of just hanging here. See the fenders rusting. You know, it's just time to say goodbye. I mean, I think that's what concludes the video. There'll be new videos coming out about the car and us swapping things over from that car back there to the new one. So you guys can stay tuned for that. Hopefully it's coming soon in the next couple weeks. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and then turn on the bell notifications so you guys can know when I upload and everything. This year I want to be different. Try to come out of my comfort zone and be consistent on documenting my life. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, peace.